Some of the cars on this list were so powerful that they were banned just for that reason. Others were considered simply too dangerous and were banned in specific countries. The reasons behind these bans might surprise you. You might even think, was it really banned for that? If you're ready, let's start number 10, Pagani Zonda R. The Zonda R wasn't banned because governments hated it. It was never meant for roads in the first place. This track-only weapon packs a 6.0-liter Mercedes-AMG V12, making 750 horsepower while weighing just 2,359 pounds. Pagani never bothered with crash tests, airbags, or emissions compliance because the R was built purely for circuit domination. It lapped the Nürburgring in 6 minutes 47 seconds, faster than most race cars. Only 15 were built between 2009 and 2011, each costing over $1.5 million. The UK, USA, and most nations consider it illegal without proper homologation. The carbon fiber monocoque and massive rear wing generate enough downforce to theoretically drive upside down at 160 miles per hour. Some owners have gotten creative with loopholes, but this Italian masterpiece lives at racetracks where it belongs, terrorizing GT3 cars with performance that street cars can't legally achieve. Number 9, Honda Civic Type R. Americans finally got a Civic Type R in 2017, but they missed the best ones. The legendary EK9 from 1997 with its screaming B16B engine redlining at 8,400 RPM never sold here. That 1.6 liter made 182 horsepower with a specific output record that stood for years. Honda seam welded the chassis, installed helical LSD, and created a lightweight monster at just 2,360 pounds. The EP3 and FD 2 generations also stayed overseas. Why the ban? Honda didn't federalize early models for America. Crash testing and EPA certification costs didn't justify low volume sales. The 25-year rule means 1997 to 1999 EK9s are finally legal imports, but prices have exploded. Enthusiasts realize what they missed. Pure, analog, VTEC screaming perfection. The FK8 we got in 2017 is brilliant, but those early naturally aspirated Type Rs hold a special place nobody can touch. Number 8, Volkswagen Scirocco RVW's sporty coupe never crossed the Atlantic despite being perfect for American roads. The 3rd gen Scirocco R launched in 2008 with a turbocharged 2.0 liter making 265 horsepower, hitting 60 miles per hour in 5.8 seconds. Based on Golf GTI underpinnings but way sexier, it combined practicality with style. VW claimed federalizing would cost too much for crash structure modifications. The A-pillar and front end needed expensive re-engineering for FMVSS compliance. They also feared it would cannibalize Golf R and GTI sales. Starting around $38,000 in Europe, it undercut competitors while offering comparable performance. Some enthusiasts imported one illegally by rebuilding it on an R32 chassis, a $100,000 plus project. VW's US executives later admitted missing the Scirocco was a mistake. Production ended in 2017. Under the 25-year rule, 2008 models become legal in 2033. Worth the wait? Absolutely. Number 7, Ford RS200. Group B rallying created monsters, and Ford's RS200 was one of the wildest. Built from 1984 to 1986, only 200 road cars were made for homologation. Mid-engine, all-wheel drive, weighing 2,755 pounds, with a turbocharged 1.8 liter Cosworth making 250 horsepower for the street, 450 plus for competition. The Evolution version reached 800 horsepower. The RS200 only competed one full WRC season before tragedy struck at Rally Portugal, where a crash killed 3 spectators. Combined with other deaths, the FIA banned Group B entirely. Ford's rally program died overnight. Why banned in most countries? It was never federalized outside Europe. No crash testing or emission certification for USA. The chassis was pure race car with F1 design suspension and carbon Kevlar body. Today, clean examples sell for $400,000, plus Evolution models exceed $500,000. It's the car that killed Group B, ironically making it legendary. Number 6. Lotus 340R. Lotus took an Elise, removed the roof, doors, windows, and basically everything else. What remained was 1,485 pounds of pure driving chaos. The 340R launched in 2000 with just 340 made worldwide, only 8 left-hand drive. Under that exposed rear sat a 1.8 liter making 177 horsepower. Doesn't sound like much until you realize the power to weight ratio. 0 to 60 miles per hour happened in 4.3 seconds. Road and Track called it the most fun car in the world on twisty roads. Why is it banned? No roof structure means it fails rollover crash tests. No doors, no windows, no weather protection. It doesn't meet FMVSS standards for USA. The UK and Europe allowed it as road legal, but America said absolutely not. The 25-year rule kicks in 2025, making imports finally possible. Prices will skyrocket. This is Colin Chapman's philosophy taken to the extreme. Simplify, then add lightness. Number 5. TVR Tuscan, British madness in automotive form. The TVR Tuscan Speed 6 launched in 1999 with 0 electronic aids, no ABS, no traction control, no airbags. Just 360 horsepower from a 4.0 liter straight 6 rear-wheel drive and a fiberglass body. TVR rejected safety features as unnecessary weight. The car hit 60 miles per hour in under 4 seconds and topped 180 miles per hour. Those flowing curves turned heads everywhere, but reliability was questionable at best. TVR went bankrupt in 2006 after quality issues destroyed their reputation. Why banned in USA? It failed every possible safety standard. Headlights, mirrors, crash structure, emissions, nothing complied. TVR never bothered federalizing because costs would have been astronomical, starting around 40,000 pounds. It undercut German competitors but lacked refinement. The 25-year rule makes 1999 models finally legal imports. Values range from $50,000 to $150,000. It's raw, terrifying, and absolutely brilliant if you're brave enough. Number 4. Caparo T1. Formula 1 for the street, that was the promise. Built by ex-McLaren engineers, the Caparo T1 weighed just 1,040 pounds with a 575 horsepower V8 screaming to 10,500 RPM, that's 1,223 horsepower per ton, 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.5 seconds, generating 3G cornering forces. The carbon fiber monocoque and adjustable wings created 1,929 pounds of downforce at 150 miles per hour. Starting at 235,000 pounds, only 15 cars were built before the company collapsed in 2015. The T1 was technically street legal in the UK through individual vehicle approval, but nowhere else. Jason Plato caught fire testing it. Jeremy Clarkson had floor panels fall off. Multiple journalists crashed or experienced mechanical failures. USA never certified it. Crash testing alone would have destroyed their limited production. It's the closest anyone got to driving an F1 car legally, which is exactly why regulators said hell no. Too extreme, too dangerous, too raw for public roads. Number 3. Lamborghini Strosek Diablo. German designer Vittorio Strosek looked at the Diablo and thought, not extreme enough. His modified version featured rounder bumpers, smaller headlights, relocated mirrors, and an integrated rear wing. The 5.7 liter V12 remained largely untouched. 595 horsepower pushing past 200 miles per hour was plenty. Fewer than 10 were built, each costing substantially more than the standard Diablo. Why banned in USA? Strosek's modifications violated safety regulations. Those tiny headlights didn't meet lighting standards, mirror placement was questionable, and no crash testing existed for the modified body. Even if you could federalize the base Diablo, Strosek's changes made it impossible. Today, original Diablos are legal under the 25-year rule, but Strosek versions remain complicated. Some exist in USA through murky import history. Values are impossible to determine. So few exist that pricing depends entirely on finding the right collector. It's automotive art, banned for being too beautiful and too fast. Number 2. Porsche 959. The technology showcase that changed import laws forever. Porsche's 959 launched in 1986 as the world's fastest production car. 197 miles per hour from from a twin-turbo flat 6 making 450 horsepower. All-wheel drive, adjustable ride height, sequential turbos, and hollow-spoke magnesium wheels showcase cutting-edge engineering. Only 292 were built, costing Porsche $500,000 each to produce while selling for $225,000. When Bill Gates ordered one, US Customs impounded it for 13 years because Porsche refused to crash test 4 cars for FMVSS certification. Gates paid $28 daily storage for 4,745 days, spending $133,000 keeping his 959 in prison. His lobbying led to the show or display law in 1999. Today, all 959s exceed 25 years old, fully legal for import. Bruce Canepa developed upgrades, making them modern street legal, adding catalytic converters and turbos, bumping power to 575 horsepower. His conversions sell for $1 to $1.5 million. The 959 defined the modern supercar. Number 1. Skyline GTR R34. The legend, the icon, the car that launched 1,000 dreams. Nissan's R34 GTR ruled from 1999 to 2002 with a 2.6-liter twin-turbo straight 6 officially making 276 horsepower, really closer to 330. All-wheel drive, advanced ATTESA ETS system, Super Heckes 4-wheel steering, and that multifunction display showing real-time data. It dominated Japanese GT 500 racing and became a Hollywood star in Fast and Furious. Why banned? Nissan never federalized it for USA. Crash testing and EPA certification didn't justify expected sales. This created massive demand where people wanted what they couldn't have. Illegal imports flooded in through fake VINs and sketchy loopholes. The Motorex scandal involved illegally certifying cars, and most were seized and crushed. January 2024 marked when 1999 R34s finally became legal under the 25-year rule. Prices have gone insane, $125,000 to $250,000 for decent examples. It's the ultimate forbidden fruit now finally available. Was it worth the 25-year wait? For JDM enthusiasts, absolutely.